Welcome all. I am going to discuss about transformation of nitrogen in soil. Despite 78% of nitrogen present in atmosphere, but we could not use it for respiration. Only we are utilizing 21% of oxygen which is available in the atmosphere. Why it is?
Luckily, there are certain
It is due to
luckily there are certain
It is due to the red blood cells bind oxygen using hemoglobin and transport it to all body cells. So oxygen is chemically reactive and essential for energy production. That is the reason we are not utilizing nitrogen. Instead, we are inhaling oxygen and exhaling carbon dioxide. And also, the another reason is nitrogen is inert gas. Our body does not have any enzyme to break down. Since the nitrogen has a strong triple bond, which is very hard to break down, only the microorganism present in the soil which can break down the nitrogen.
bacteria that can break the triple bond of nitrogen gas to make something that organisms can use. These bacteria are called
Next, moving to the role of nitrogen. Nitrogen is a primary macronutrient essential for plant growth and yield, and it is governed in chlorophyll formation and cell elongation, the entire growth of the above ground portion of the plant, which is governed by the nitrogen. And also, it is a major component of amino acids, protein, nucleic acids, and chlorophyll. It plays a vital role in cell division, enzyme activation, and photosynthesis. So, for your information, the atmosphere contains 78% of nitrogen, but the plant utilization directly is very less. That's why the industrial capturing of atmospheric nitrogen is happening and it is used for the manufacturing of fertilizers. This is the overview of nitrogen cycle. The nitrogen cycle contains two important criteria. One is mineralization and immobilization. Under mineralization, many different processes are taking place. One is nitrogen fixation, ammonification, nitrification, assimilation, and denitrification. Immobilization is the reverse process of mineralization. We will see one by one in a detailed explanation manner. As I told earlier, why plants can't directly utilize nitrogen despite its up to 78% abundance in the atmosphere. The reason behind nitrogen is an inert gas and it is having very strong triple bond which is very hard to break down. We don't have any special enzyme for breaking down. Only the nitrogen fixing microorganism living in the soil can break up easily. As you have seen in this video clip, the nitrogen fixation referred as conversion of atmospheric nitrogen into ammonia and ammonium. Here you have to see there are two phrases. One is ammonia, another one is ammonium. Ammonia indicating with NH3 and ammonium NH4 plus. Among these two, ammonium is a available form of nitrogen, whereas ammonia is a gaseous loss form of nitrogen. So this is called nitrogen fixation, conversion of atmospheric nitrogen to ammonia, either ammonia or ammonium in the soil. Types of nitrogen fixation. There are three types. One is biological nitrogen fixation, second atmospheric nitrogen fixation, third industrial nitrogen fixation. In biological, nitrogen fixation is mediated by the microorganism present in the soil. The second category is atmospheric nitrogen. Sometimes whenever the lightning occur, the lightning when fall it on soil, it can fix some amount of nitrogen in the soil. And industrial nitrogen fixation is the suitable example is Haber-Bosch process where the ammonia is captured from the atmosphere and fused with the hydrogen ion to produce ammonia gas. As you are seeing in this video, the nitrogen is captured by the microorganism present in the root nodule and breaking down the triple bond N and reacting with the hydrogen to become NH3 ammonia. This can only be done by the microorganism which is living on the root cells. That is called nitrogen fixation. Only the symbiotic microorganism such as rhizobium can do this. Coming to biological nitrogen fixation, there are two types of bacteria. One is free living, another one is symbiotic relationship bacteria. The free living bacteria fixes 30% of nitrogen which is living in the soil in a free manner, whereas symbiotic relationship bacteria fixes 70% of nitrogen which will fix the nitrogen in the plant roots. Here you can see the root nodules. They contain a large amount of nitrogen fixed by the rhizobium. The rhizobium living in the plant cells, which is gaining the food material from the plant. By reciprocating, it is giving the nitrogen to the plants. So this is what the symbiotic nitrogen fixation is happening. Symbiotic relationship between the bacteria and the plant cells. And the legume plants mostly having these root nodules because the rhizobium which have a compatible plant or species is legume to fix the nitrogen. See here, the nitrogen fixing bacteria again classified into two types. One is free living and symbiotic. Symbiotic, as I said, the symbiotic means both the organisms are getting benefited. Both bacteria as well as the plant, both are getting benefited. So the bacterial component, the example rhizobium and frankia, plant component, roots of leguminous plant. Coming to the free living bacteria, which is not getting any symbiotic relationship with other organisms, they are categorized as bacteria as well as cyanobacteria. The bacteria again classified as aerobic and anaerobic. Aerobic, which needs oxygen for their survival, example Azotobacter and Bergerincia, and anaerobic, it need not any oxygen for their survival, example Rhodospirillum. And cyanobacteria, the group or Anabina and Nostoc, they also fixing the nitrogen. They classified as free living nitrogen. See this video, how the nitrogen fixation is happening due to atmospheric electric phenomena. So when the lightning happen, nitrogen in the form of nitrate is fixing into the soil, which is available form, then directly it can assimilated by the plant roots. This is what the nitrogen is being added to the soil and it is reached to the plant. In the earlier slide, I said NH4 plus ammonium is an available form of nutrient. At the same time, NO3 minus, it is the anionic form of nitrogen, which is also available to the plants. So, among all the forms of nitrogen, only two forms, that is one cationic form, that is NH4 plus, and anionic form NO3 minus, both are available to the plants. So what is ammonification here? So this ammonification, otherwise called mineralization. Initially, when the plant or animals are dead in the soil, or when the the life cycle of them is completed, they undergo mineralization process. So during the decomposition, the nitrogen present in the form of organic nitrogen, such as protein, amino acids, they are converting into mineral form. They are ammonium or nitrate due to the enzymes present in the soil as well as the microbes involving in these activities. So, ammonification is nothing but conversion of organic nitrogen into ammonium is called ammonification. See, most atmospheric nitrogen is fixed and changed to ammonia. Ammonia is highly toxic to many organisms. Can plant use ammonia? If you ask, the plant cannot use ammonia directly because it is a gaseous form which is getting lost to the atmosphere, NH3. They are very easy to evaporate before the plant can use it. So what is happening? What reaction is taking place? So this gaseous form of ammonia quickly reacting with water to produce ammonium ion. This ammonium is stable and it is attached to the clay particles. So from that, the plant is absorbing the nitrogen in the form of ammonium. Then again, this ammonium is undergoing oxidation process to convert to nitrate. So in between this process, nitrate is producing. This is also an unavailable form, and this nitrate is also getting lost from the soil. So there are many forms I said. This is one, another one is this nitrate. Both are only available for the plants. Coming
Our
to the
next step is the conversion of
nitrification.
ammonia into nitrates, a process
Nitrification
called
is an
nitrification.
oxidation process.
Hey, we already fixed it. Discerning plants prefer nitrates.
Nitrification is done by nitrifying bacteria. These bacteria oxidize, or add oxygen, to ammonia in chemical reactions that first convert the ammonia to nitrite, NO2-, and then to nitrate, NO3-. Because oxygen is needed for these reactions, nitrification happens best in soils that are well.
Yes. See here, nitrification is a biological oxidation of ammonium to nitrate. The ammonium, it was produced by the conversion of organic nitrogen. By the activity of microorganism and enzyme, it was produced and it was fixed in the soil. Then when this ammonium is getting oxidized to become nitrate through intermediate formation of nitrate. This is the process of nitrification, conversion of ammonia or ammonium to nitrate by producing the intermediate product nitrate. So there are two types of microorganisms are involving in this process. To conversion of ammonium to intermediate product, that is nitrate, nitrosomonas is involving. Then nitrate to nitrate, nitrobacter is involving. See here, assimilation. See, assimilation is nothing but the absorption of nutrient or absorption of nitrogen by the plant in the form of nitrate and ammonium. So some key enzymes are involving in the assimilation process. One is nitrate reductase, nitrite reductase, glutamine synthetase, and glutamate synthetase. Once the nitrogen absorption is taking place in the form of ammonium as well as nitrate, it can enter into the plant system and again it is converting into the organic form. Denitrification. In biological nitrogen fixation, we have seen this atmospheric nitrogen was fixed to the soil with the help of rhizome. Again, this fixed nitrogen in different forms, ammonium, nitrate, once they absorbed by the plants, the remaining amount, or whenever the unfavorable condition is established in the soil, they will undergo different reduction process. See, this is a nitrate which is available form, then it will become nitrite by nitrate reductase, and nitrite to nitric oxide by nitrite reductase again, then nitric oxide to nitrous oxide by nitric oxide reductase, then nitrous oxide to elemental nitrogen or atmospheric nitrogen by nitrous oxide reductase. These key enzymes are playing a major role in converting into atmospheric nitrogen. And again, it is reached to the atmosphere. Then only the balance between the soil as well as the atmosphere in terms of nitrogen is maintained. So this process is called denitrification, which is unavailable to the plant, so otherwise called biological reduction process. So several microorganisms are involving in this process. Pseudomonas denitrificans, Bacillus licheniformis, Thiobacillus denitrificans, Micrococcus denitrificans, Varacoccus denitrificans. Most of the denitrificants are involving in this process to converting into elemental nitrogen. And this is the nitrogen cycle. It can simplify the diagram and easy for easy understanding. This is the atmospheric nitrogen. This is the origin from which the nitrogen is fixed by the microorganism present in the soil as well as the plant root. Then the ammonification process is happening here, NH3 conversion. Then from this ammonia, it is converting into nitrate. This process is called nitrification process. In between this nitrification process, nitrifying bacteria are involving. One is Nitrosomonas, another one is Nitrobacter, producing intermediate product that is nitrite. From this nitrate, it is again going to elemental nitrogen by denitrifying bacteria. Then you can see here, I said the ammonium and nitrate, both are only the available form, rest of the forms are unavailable. So this is the simplified diagram, you can easily understand the
Especially at
out of
high
the root
soil
zone.
pH,
It's
urea
caused by
and
excess
ammonium are
moisture
converted
carrying
into ammonia,
soluble nitrate
which easily
beyond the reach of
volatilizes
plant
as
roots
gas.
and can result in
Ammonia
the loss of up to
volatilization.
60% of your applied.
So it is also important part of nitrogen cycle. So we have seen some forms, that is exactly two forms, ammonium and nitrate, both are available to the plants. But from that available form, there are some drawbacks. Through that form, there are some losses also taking place. One is volatilization, another one is leaching. From NH4, the NH4 is converting into NH3, that is ammonia gas, and getting lost in the form of evaporation or vaporization. See here, the ammonium is converting into ammonia gas whenever the pH is rises to alkaline and the temperature is increases. So whenever the unfavorable condition is happen in the soil, the ammonium is getting converted to ammonia, which is called volatilization, and it is the volatilized ammonia is reaching to the atmosphere. Then second type of leaching is called, the second type of loss is called leaching. It is the downward movement of nitrate along with the irrigation water or rainwater. It is percolating, means movement of nutrient along with the water to the beyond the root zone. This is called nitrate leaching.
Result, they
A
pull mineral
significant
nitrogen
amount
from the
of
surrounding soil, making it unavailable for plant uptake. This process is called the immobilization of
immobilization. We have seen mineralization, the reverse process of immobilization. The mineralization is nothing but conversion of organic to inorganic. Organic form of nutrient to inorganic form of nutrient. Example, protein amino acid is converting into ammonium and nitrate. The reverse process of mineralization is called immobilization. Here, the inorganic form such as ammonium and nitrate is converted into organic form again due to the microbial biomass, which is making the nutrient or nitrogen is unavailable to plant. This is happening because of the CN ratio. CN ratio nothing but carbon and nitrogen ratio, which should be maintained in the soil. The optimum CN ratio should be less than 20.1. Sorry, 20:1. Then only the mineralization will happen. When it is exceeds more than 30:1, the immobilization will taking place. So it is very important to maintain the CN ratio in soil. We have seen the nitrogen loss pathways such as leaching and volatilization. Apart from that, some losses also occur through denitrification, runoff erosion, immobilization, and plant uptake, gaseous exchange. So among all the type of losses, leaching is a very significant one which produces 30 to 40% of nitrogen release. And it is also happening and highest in sandy and more irrigated condition, high rainfall soil. And denitrification is the reduction process where 20 to 30% of nitrogen is getting lost. They are dominant under anaerobic condition or waterlogged condition. Then volatilization, which is a gaseous losses of nitrogen. It is happening in a high alkaline and dry condition, and surface applied urea system will make volatilization. And runoff erosion, common in sloping or poorly structured soil. Immobilization, it is not a permanent lock of or loss of nutrient. It is a temporary lock by the microorganism, and other minor pathways 2 to 5%. So what are all the factors are influencing this nitrogen transformation? There are several factors: physical, chemical, biological, and management factors. Physical factors such as temperature, moisture, aeration; chemical, pH, CN ratio, redox potential, salinity; biological factor, microbial activity, organic matter, crop residue, type; management factor, fertilizer source, placement, timing. These are all the factors directly or indirectly involving in the nitrogen transformation process. And what are all the mitigation or sustainable management, efficient management practices we can follow for efficient nitrogen use efficiency? 4R stewardship: right rate, right source, right time, right place, that we can follow for better nitrogen use efficiency, along with integrated nutrient management, water management, crop rotation, and application of biofertilizer, precision tools. Recently, some techniques, remote sensing techniques are available that we can follow for better uptaking of nitrogen and better utilization of nitrogen. Thank you all.